In a previous video, we took a look at what cryptocurrency is and talked a bit about some of its use cases. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should probably go check out that video, which I will link for you right here. But in today's video, we'll be taking a look at crypto in the context of inflation and try to answer the question, is crypto the answer to inflation? Now, whether or not you took the time to study the financial markets or worked on Wall Street, I'm taking for granted that you know that we are currently facing an inflation problem. In fact, the rate at which inflation is increasing is nearly unprecedented, except for a few rare cases of hyperinflation, of course. And as inflation rates continue to increase, more and more people continue to look to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to hedge against it. What inflation hedge refers to is any investment that can protect an investor against the decreased purchasing power of a currency that is losing or has lost its value, usually due to inflation. So the hedge is usually something that either doesn't lose its value at all or loses its value very slowly. And the most popular kind of inflation hedge are precious metals, such as gold, for instance. Understanding why precious metals, especially gold, are used as an inflation hedge is important to understanding why some people consider crypto an inflation hedge. So one of the main reasons that gold or any other precious metal is a popular inflation hedge is because of its limited supply. Unlike fiat money, the government cannot just print more gold and push it into the economy or manipulate its value by changing its interest rate. Which is why gold is considered a great store of value, especially for citizens of countries with unstable currencies. This is the same for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a finite supply. There will only ever be 21 million tokens of the coin in circulation, and as of this month, 90% of the total supply of Bitcoin have already been mined. So some experts argue that the finiteness of Bitcoin qualifies it to be an inflation hedge. Another reason why gold is considered a great inflation hedge is because it usually has an inverse relation with inflation. That is, as inflation increases and fiat money, specifically the US dollar, loses its purchasing power, the value of gold increases. Interestingly, this has been the story of Bitcoin recently. As inflation has continued to climb, the value of Bitcoin has also continued to climb, seemingly unaffected and probably even spurred on by inflation. And Bitcoin is looking even more attractive for investors because gold has not performed as well in the past 12 months as it used to. As the price of everything has been on the rise due to inflation, the price of gold only grew moderately. While it might seem like the next step from here is to conclude that Bitcoin is a great inflation hedge, there are other important factors that have to be considered. First off, while Bitcoin did appreciate this year, it sometimes also dropped pretty badly. The crypto market is much more volatile than its precious metal alternatives. And volatility does not exactly make for a great store of value, stability does. Another factor that has to be carefully considered is that crypto is fairly new and has not yet established itself as an enduring asset. The first cryptocurrency, which happens to be Bitcoin, was launched in 2009, while gold has been around for longer than any of us can remember and has been valuable for almost that long. So even though Bitcoin has had an unarguably good year, a great year even, it's a little too soon to determine if this good run will last. Bitcoin needs to stay for longer and remain valuable before it can actually be considered a solid store of value. The general public is not even sold on Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general as a good investment option. There are still a lot of people that don't believe in the potential of crypto. So is crypto the answer to inflation? This is one situation where time really has to tell. We should mention here that nothing said here is investment advice, and we highly recommend that you do your own research and study the market before putting your money anywhere. Anyway, tell us in the comment section, what do you think about crypto as an inflation hedge? Is it something that you are considering, and if so, why? While you're at it, consider hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell. Thank you for your support, and as always, have a great day, wherever you are watching.